give it a minute. I'm not expecting there to be loads of people on here because I don't normally go live from YouTube. And I've just done a very quick, brief video on Twitter as well. And I don't normally go live to Twitter or YouTube. But in light of the events that's happened in Christchurch, I felt that I needed to do a video. So I thought, well, it makes more sense to do a quick live feed direct to YouTube than to be doing it. And at the moment I'm on a 30-day ban because I shared a link in support of a Muslim man who had called out the grooming gangs. And I showed support to him, and in doing so I received a 30-day ban. Thank you very much, Facebook. So it seems that even the word Muslim now can get you a 30-day ban. So in today's terror attack, and there is no other word for it, it's a terror attack. Now on this occasion, this has been a terror attack against Muslims. And this is against people who were doing nothing more than going about their daily business and in the middle of prayers. These were people who were doing nothing to nobody at this moment in time. But I noticed straight away that the word white supremacist has been put out there, and I don't know if there's any evidence to substantiate the fact that this is supposedly a white supremacist. As far as I'm aware, is there any evidence to prove that this man was a white supremacist? That said, he has launched an attack on Muslims. This is a terror attack. I condemn this wholeheartedly. What this man has done is absolutely abhorrent. And it makes me feel, quite frankly, sick that this is even happening. And the fact that we can't justify, we can't sit there and try and make excuses for what this man has done. What this man has done is wrong. But I wonder, does this man have any mental health issues? Because the minute there is an attack in this country that's an Islamic attack against people in this country or in Canada, in Paris, France, Australia, no matter where it's been, whenever they've made arrests, they've immediately claimed that this has been a man with mental health problems. Now, I'd say to take a gun, which I believe was an automatic rifle of some sort, to load that gun and to open fire on people in the middle of prayer, yeah, I'd say he's got some mental health issues. I wonder if there is anything at all, anywhere, that will show that he has got mental health issues. Maybe he's been a patient in a mental health hospital. Maybe he's on notes with his doctor's surgery. That will take time to find that out. So I fail to see why is this not automatically deemed as being mental health problems? Now, that said, the fact of the matter is that this man still went in and killed innocent people, and we have to be prepared to condemn it. We can't have it both ways. We can't scream and yell and shout when it's an Islamic terror attack and then stay silent when it's an attack against Muslims. This was clearly an attack aimed at Muslims, and I believe he also was showing some form of support to Anders Breivik. Now, again, is the man a white supremacist? I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know him personally. I've never had a conversation with him. I don't know if he's an Islamic a white supremacist. I don't know. But what I will say is this, is I don't know how any government in any of these countries can genuinely believe that if you keep shutting down debates, if you keep stopping people from even being able to mention the word Islam, without they face some kind of rebuttal, without they are desperately told they are racist, Islamophobe, haters, bigots, fascists, Nazis. With children, if they raise these issues in school, being told it's on their permanent record that they are racist. Parents can't go in and say, I don't want my child to be taught about Islam, without it goes down on the child's record of being a racist. If you're going to do things like this, eventually, sooner or later, you're going to get an attack like this. Now, I make no excuse for what this man has done. What this man has done is absolutely abhorrent. It is a terrorist attack. I don't believe it's a false flag. I don't. I believe that this man has done what he's done. And I believe 100% that what you're seeing now, though, is the governments and police will all now be on high alert. Because the difference is, when it's an Islamic terror attack, the worst they're going to get is pray for, light a candle for. That's the worst they really see with regards to a backlash. But with this attack, they know they run a very real risk, of a backlash being a violent, jihadi backlash. But now there is every possibility. My partner's flying in at the moment from Scotland. His flight has been delayed by 3 hours. That's because they will have ramped up security. They will ramp up security because they are waiting now. They are waiting for the backlash. Whereas when it's an Islamic terror attack, number one, it's all immediately put down to mental health issues. And number two, the worst backlash they're going to get is some soy boy group of people singing Kumbaya whilst they light a candle. The backlash they're going to get is pray for. Everybody change your profile pictures. That's what they're going to say. But they know with this attack, there's a very, very real risk that the backlash we will see will be a violent backlash. So whilst my heart, my thoughts go out to the families of those who were killed in this terrorist attack, because that is what it is. And my heart goes out to those families. Nobody should lose a child, a brother, a father, a sister in a terrorist attack. But the fact remains that whether we like it or not, and whether they like it or not, governments are partly to blame for the actions of this man. Because you refuse to allow us to even have a conversation to talk about the problems. If we can't even talk about it, if we can't post about it without we find ourselves with Facebook bans or people getting their houses raided, then what do you expect is going to happen? If you keep ganging people from having conversations that need to be had along the lines of Imam Tawhidi Rahil Razak, with people like that who fight for the right to be able to talk about radical Islamic extremism, but yet the minute we do, we're told we're racist, Islamophobes, haters, fascists, bigots. Let's find out first whether this man, did he have mental health issues? I would say to load a gun and go and open fire on people like that, you must have done. So let's first find out if he had any mental health issues. Can we at least do that much first? Secondly, was he a white supremacist? I don't know. And that's the truth. I don't know. It's a possibility. But I haven't seen Sadiq Khan's video yet. But I gather that he ended it with, London is open. Well, let's make this very clear, shall we, Mr. Khan? You are right. London is open to a real spike in knife crime and gun crime. London is open to terror. 100%. London is open to terror. And you said, Sadiq, part and parcel. All part and parcel. Well, I'm sorry to say that as horrendous as this terror attack is, and it's horrendous, and as I said, to the families of those who have lost loved one, my heart and my thoughts go out to them. But surely is it not, Mr. Khan, part and parcel nowadays? Or is it only part and parcel when it's Islamic terrorism. So I'm not going to stop on. I'm getting ready because I've got to pick my partner up from the airport, which is going to be 3 hours later because, like I said, they've ramped up security checks. And as you can see, I'm still in the processes of unpacking, and it's a slow process for me. But, as I said, I condemn this, and I want this made very apparent. I condemn the actions of this man wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly condemn it. And my thoughts go out to those families. But I want equal in measure. So let's see the Islamic community pray for Christchurch. Change their profile pictures in the name of Christchurch. Say a prayer for Christchurch. That's what I expect to see. But I think, and I fear, that what we may see is a violent backlash. That's never what they expect when it's an Islamic terror attack, because we don't go out and violently attack Muslims because of an Islamic terror attack. We light candles and we pray. I hope the same happens in return. For now, everybody, have a fantastic weekend. Chill out, put your feet out, up, try and relax. And as I said, to all of those who lost loved ones, my heart goes out to you. For now, take care, stay safe, be good.